Okay, I've already done one wheel. These things are cool. You can see how pitted that is on the inside there. That thing was rusty as crap. I've already done one, and I've taken the paint off. What I'm going to do is I think there's still a smidge of rust left in there. I'm going to put that rust reformer on that, let that stuff cure, then put etching primer on it, and then a sealing primer, and then I'm going to paint these things. Make them look brand new. I don't know. Let's see. Give me the phone. This is what the other one looked like on the inside. That's a bunch of crap in there. So what I'm going to do is take a vacuum cleaner and go around there and see if I can suck all those little nodules off and then get that after it. I get suited up. I can't see. This stuff right here makes a big mess. Okay, I went around it with a vacuum and this thing and knocked off most of that heavy loose stuff. It was like projectile for getting shot with buckshot. So I think I can clean this down without burning. So that's been done. This side's been pretty much ground out, matches the other one. Had a little bit of pounding to do. Right along there, that rim had gotten against something and was bent. I took a hammer and pounded that back out as round as I could. I think I got it pretty close. I've got one more section to do. And what I did, it got to where I didn't want to cut the paint off very well. So I took my brush off and turned it around the other way. It's backwards now. So that you can see where the bristles are bent, kind of biased one direction. Now it'll be spinning toward the most aggressive part. So this ought to go pretty quickly, I think. And then I'll shoot it down with the primer. Not the primer, but the rust restorer. Finishing touch is using this roll-lock pad on the side grinder. These things out here do a wonderful job. I've already gone over this one, and it has removed just about all the rest of the paint. These things almost polish the steel. Take a look at that. Can you see that? Look how pitted the inside of that is. I didn't use the row lock on that. It just wasn't worth the effort. But I used it on these guys, and that's a pretty good paintable surface. And after all, it's just a lawnmower. But these guys, I think, are ready. So I've got rust reformer. I don't have very much of it. I thought I had more than I do. So I'm probably going to have to shoot as much of this as I've got and then go get some more tomorrow. Close the door to my kitchen. Sorry. We made it. Cool beans. So tomorrow evening about this time, I'll be able to come out and put etching primer on these guys. I'll clean them all up with lacquer thinner and everything before I shoot the etching primer on it. So I think we're done for the night. Okay, today's the day to take this outside. What I have done is I have soaked this thing down with degreaser all down through there, and what I'm going to do is get this thing outside. I don't want to hose it down in here. And I'm going to get my handy dandy little Harbor Freight engine cleaner. It's a little blaster. Let's see, this thing right here. Hook this up to shop air. Drop that in down into your cleaner solution, whether it's simple green, purple power, super clean, hot water, Dawn dishwashing detergent, whatever your favorite is. Mine is super clean. I'm going to go mix up a heavy concentration of that stuff and blast that stuff down. And once I get that blasted down, I'll clean it out, flush it out with a water hose. I hope I don't have to get the pressure washer after it, but I might. But anyhow, what I'm going to do is I am going to put this thing up on the hoist and lift it up on this little roller platform right here. I've got a couple of tow straps connected to it so it doesn't try to fall over. Otherwise, if I hooked it up just with that rope, it would try to pick it up just by that front end right there. And I don't know that center stem would be heavy enough to carry the weight of that whole thing or not. These things weigh about, I think, 300 pounds, 315 pounds, I think is what they said. But anyway, we'll put this down and set this up and start lifting it and push it outside. struts off. Okay, it's free now. Hopefully I don't get over on myself. Yeah, I hosed this thing down this morning before I went to the gym. That was about 2 hours ago. So I'm going to refresh the degreaser that's in here. It's pretty grungy under here. I don't think it's ever been cleaned actually. Follow Arch's garage. He said this stuff under here needs to be hospital clean. This is anything but right now. Okay, we'll let that sit and then come back and get after it. I'll probably let it sit 15-20 minutes and come back and get after it with the blaster. Okay, here we go. This is a mixture of hot water and super clean, a little Dawn dishwashing detergent. This has been dropped into it. Okay, it's sort of cleaned up now. I used that thing to soften it with, and I had to get the pressure washer out to finish it off because that just wasn't doing the trick. And this has come out pretty good. Arch's Garage says, Arch at Arch's Garage says, this needs to be hospital clean. That's not hospital clean, but it's a whole lot cleaner than it was. I did discover I have a hole in the bellows though. Right there. It's probably gotten into that thing right there. So I'll have to pull that bellows back, or I'll have to replace it. Listen over here. Yeah, it's got the same issue. So the bellows will be replaced. And I don't know if I'm going to break the chain cases open, the differential and the chain case open, anything with it or not. I'm not immediately. I might eventually. But I think I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is get these bellows off, get these guys off, get that shaft greased up temporarily, get the motor in it running, put the wheels on it, and get that tested out. And once I get that done, I'll go to the next step, which I'm not sure what that is yet. let this dry, and then we'll pull those bellows off. We're going to get the wheels, tires back together. Still got to paint them. Wait a minute.